Morning children. Today we are going to discuss about the bonds between the macromolecules. Bonds very helpful to form the macromolecules, you know very well that. Because the macromolecules most important for our life. That's why we are calling biomolecules, macromolecules and the micromolecules. So first how these macromolecules are joined together. Nature of bond linking monomers in a polymer. So macromolecules nothing but monomers of polymer. So that one we are going to discuss now in this video. So observe very carefully, each and every concept is important. So first of all, polypeptide, in a polypeptide or a protein, amino acids are there. These amino acids are linked by a peptide bond. First point clear. Amino acids are linked by which one? Peptide bonds. Very important nitpick. So one amino acid, one end of carboxyl group, another carbon amino group. How they will be? For example, one carboxyl group of one amino acid react with the amino group of the next amino acid. So carboxyl group of one amino acid react with the another amino acid amino group. So with elimination of water moiety, that is called dehydration. So this is the one type of bonding that is called peptide bond. So one amino acid amino group, one amino acid carboxyl group, both togetherly will be formed. Okay, that is very important. So in that formation of bond, at the time of formation of bond, some amount of water moiety will be eliminated. That is called, what is called, dehydration. This is a peptide bond related information. Second one, carbohydrates. See, for example, in the polysaccharides, okay, the individual monosaccharides are linked by, in the polysaccharides, monosaccharides are linked by, what is called, glycosidic bonds. Very important. Okay, one glucose will be another reactive with another glucose. One carbohydrate connect with another carbohydrate. That is called by the help of glycosidic bond. So the bond is also formed by dehydration. So here also dehydration will be takes place. This bond is formed between the two carbon atoms of two adjacent monosaccharides. So two carbon atoms. So between the two adjacent monosaccharides, one monosaccharide. So it will between that the bond will be formed. Be adjacent to monosaccharides. That is important. Okay, adjacent to monosaccharides, the bond will be formed. Okay, so next one, nucleic acids. What about nucleic acid? Nucleic acids, the phosphate moiety. Okay, very important. Links the 3 carbon of the one sugar of one nucleotide to the 5 carbon of the sugar of the succeeding nucleotide. So the carbon of one sugar of one nucleotide to the 5th carbon of the sugar of the succeeding nucleotide. So 5 prime, 3 prime, you know very well. So that bond, the bond between the phosphate and hydroxyl group of sugar is an ester bond. The bond between what is called, very important, ester bond. How can you define? Link the 3 prime of carbon of one sugar and one nucleotide 5th carbon of another sugar, the succeeding nucleotide. Bond between the phosphate and hydroxyl group of sugar is known as ester bonds. What you call, on either side is there in the sense. So both sides they are joined in the sense, that is called phosphodiester bonds. Ester bonds. Phosphodiester bonds between the phosphate and hydroxyl group of sugar. Between the phosphate and hydroxyl group of sugar, there will be bond will be there. That is called, what is called, ester bond. Okay, what is called, ester bond. On both sides is there in the sense, that is called phosphodiester bond. Next come to structure of DNA. What is called, the structure of DNA we will be discussing. So you know very well, nucleic acid exhibits a wide variety of secondary structures. For example, on the secondary structure of exhibited by DNA is the who proposed that Watson and Crick, you know very well, double helical structure of DNA. DNA exists as a double helix, two strands of polynucleotides anti-parallel. So you know very well, anti-parallel like this, right? Okay, simply you can say another way, what you can say like this. Okay, like this it will be present. So what we can understand from this here, one strand will be like this in the sense, another strand will be like this, anti-parallel. Okay, so this is one of the important point to remember. So here what you can understand. So this model of DNA proposed by Watson and Crick. Okay, so next one. The backbone is formed by the sugar phosphate sugar chain. You know very well, sugar phosphate sugar chain, phosphate sugar phosphate sugar chain. So like this, there will be backbone is there and nitrogen bases are there. Adenine always bind with thymine, cytosine, guanine, cytosine always bind with the guanine. In between adenine and thymine, 2 nitrogen bonds. In between cytosine and guanine, 3 hydrogen bonds. Like that will be there. And pitch will be 3.4 angstroms. The rise base at the 3.4 angstroms will be there. So this kind of characters we will see what kind of DNA, bDNA. So 3.4 angstroms. Okay, rise per base pair, and the pitch is 3.4 angstroms. Like that, there will be important points also there about DNA. So the DNA structure, if you see purines and pyrimidines, nitrogen bases, and what you called the double hydrogen bonds, phosphodiester bonds, like that there will bonds are there. So DNA and RNA nucleic acids. So that purines always bind with pyrimidines. Adenine and guanine are purines, cytosine, thymine are pyrimidines. So purines always bind with pyrimidines means what you call the rule is called Chargaff's rule. So you know these all points you studied in the pleasant portion, but once again you can recollect. So purines always bind with pyrimidines. In between the end at the double hydrogen bonds. In between cytosine and guanine, 3 hydrogen bonds. Like that, the DNA structure will be there, double helical structure. So these are so many forms are there because of molecular weight, because of turning right helix, left-handed helix side, and like that there will be based upon those characters the number of DNAs also according to A DNA, B DNA, Z DNA, C DNA, like that will be there. Okay. Next, dynamic state of body constituents concept of metabolism. What is the metabolism? Complex to simple, simple to complex, complex to simple, anabolic, catabolic, simple to complex, complex to simple, together called metabolism. So changing from one form to another form. So such kind of changing nature. How can you say that one? So, for example, biomolecules are present and create concentration. One of the greatest discovery is biomolecules have turnover. Is that greatest discovery is biomolecule shows which one? Turnover. This means that constantly being changed into some other biomolecules and also made from some other molecule. Change into some molecules and made some other molecule. That is called turnover. Living organisms together, all these chemicals, all these chemical reactions constantly occurring. So in metabolism, I told just now, metabolism means catabolic and anabolic. For example, photosynthesis is what is a photosynthesis? Is a anabolic. What is a respiration? Catabolic. Such kind of things. Okay. Making amino acid is one more examples. Metabolic transformation, removal of CO2 from amino acid, making an amino acid into an amine, removal group of amino group into nucleotide. So hydrolysis of glycosidic bond in the disaccharide. So these all are example. What is that one? Metabolic transformation or removal of CO2 from amino acid, making an amino acid into an amine, removal of amino group in a nucleotide base. These all are considered which one? The metabolism reactions. Next one, enzymatic reactions, very important. So metabolites will be changed from one form to another, from how simple to what is called complex, complex to simple, because of enzymes, right? So catalyzed reactions. So for example, enzymes are there in the sense they will be formed very fast. Okay, so that is catalytic reactions. So next one, what we are discussing is enzymes are the most important catalysts. You know very well. They increases the rate of reaction, but won't involve in the reaction. Same like that, in our body also, biocatalyst, they will develop the reactions. They will increase the rate of reactions, and they won't what you called will not be involved in the reaction. So enzymes. So what I am telling overall, dynamic state of body constraints concept of metabolism, there will be the turnover, biomolecules will be changed from one form to another and will produce some more biomolecules. That is metabolism. Catalyzed reactions means enzymatic reactions, increase the rate of reactions. Okay, next one, there will be so many enzymes are there to perform the metabolic activities. Okay, so what is the catalyst function? Rate of given metabolic conversion also increases. So what are the catalysts? Generally enzymes are what? Nothing but proteins. These proteins will increase as the rate of reactions. That is also important. Next one, metabolic basis for living. What is this metabolic basis of living? We will see. Metabolic process can lead more complex structure from a simple structure, or what is called acetic acid becomes cholesterol. Simple structure form a complex structure, like glucose becomes a lactic acid in skeletal muscles. Like that, simple to complex, complex to simple is there. That is called, what is called, metabolism. So the most important form of energy currents in living system is energy required some cases, that is ATP. Because of ATP, the metabolic system, metabolic actions are going on. So like that, there will be in our living system, what you call, completely metabolic process is going on. That is only that living only. Okay, for living means metabolism, anabolic, catabolic, and ATP. So next one, the bioenergetics. So how much energy is coming, how much energy will be utilizing in the metabolic reactions. Okay, how where utilization, where production, so all will becomes in the bioenergetics in higher classes. But up to that, so in our life, metabolism, anabolic, catabolism, and ATP dependent, ATP independent, ATP production, ATP utilization, such kind of reactions will be there to form the life to survive. So that one you have to remember. Next one, come to another important case, the living state. The living state means what? This is important. You must understand that tens of thousands of chemical compounds in a living organisms, metabolites, concentration characteristics. Okay, for example, blood concentration of glucose in a normal healthy 4.5 to 5.5 mm. Would be hormones will be mLs. The most important fact biological system is that all living organisms is a steady state characterized by concentration of each of these molecules is a metabolic flux. Okay, so constantly is there in the sense there is a death, there is no change, there is no actions. So always remember equilibrium conditions in our body, all equilibrium conditions cannot perform the work. Okay, equilibrium cannot perform the work. Okay, so all as a living organisms work continuously, they cannot afford to reach equilibrium. So living systems, what you called, cannot be what you called equilibrium, effort to equilibrium. Always what will happen, that is important. Okay, most important thing is the living systems cannot be able to perform the equilibrium condition, cannot equilibrium condition cannot perform or cannot show the life. So then what is the living state? The non-equilibrium steady state to be able to perform non-equilibrium. So complex to simple, simple to complex, complex to simple until our last breath. Then only we will live. Otherwise, if all equilibrium condition means we will be dying. So that's why living state, how can you define non-equilibrium steady state to be able to perform work? So that is important. The next important, enzymes. Enzymes are very important for the reaction. For example, you see how much importance of enzymes, how much fast they are making our reactions. Okay, the enzymes are nothing but what? Biocatalysts. They are made with proteins. So what they will be? They will be very helpful for the what you call the improving the reactions. Okay. So first of all, there will be, see, for example, one chemical reaction means slow process. But you see, for example, I am telling carbon dioxide plus H2O. Presence of H2CO, carbonic anhydrase. This is enzyme. Carbonic, Ca means what? Carbonic anhydrase. H2CO3 forming. Carbonic acid. So without carbonic anhydrase, 1 hour 200 H2CO3s. With the carbonic anhydrase, 1 second 6 lakhs, means you can estimate. Do you understand my point? 1 hour 200 without enzyme. With enzyme, 1 second 6 lakhs of carbonic anhydrase, means more than 100 times. So you can estimate that the power of enzymes. So that much fast enzymes power is there. So that such kind of enzymes, so many are there in our body. They will helpful for the different actions, metabolic activities. Okay. So tomorrow we will be discuss a complete enzymes related information. But up to that, the neat bits. The neat bits in this video, what are those? Amino acids are joined in the proteins structure, peptide bonds. One carboxyl group of one amino acid, amino group of one amino acid joined together, elimination of water might be called dehydration. Very simple. Monosaccharides, for example, in the polysaccharides, monosaccharides are joined together by glycosidic bond by the dehydration process. Between two carbons of two adjacent monosaccharides, the bond will be glycosidic bond. Peptide bond, glycosidic bond. Nucleic acid, phosphate moiety links the 3 carbon of one sugar of one nucleotide. You might be know nucleotide structures because these all are you might be study in the +1 itself. Okay, you had to remember that all the things. So nucleic acid nucleotide structure, 3 carbon of one sugar of one nucleotide, the 5 carbon of the sugar of the succeeding nucleotide. So bond between the phosphate and hydroxyl group of sugar. What is that? The bond between phosphate and hydroxyl group of sugar is an what you call ester bond, or both sides is there in the sense that will be called, either side is there in the sense that will be called phosphodiester bonds. Phosphodiester bonds. Then come to DNA, nucleic acids. Watson and Crick proposed the double helical structure of a DNA. Following or not? This is important. So polynucleotide, nucleotide base pairs DNA structure, anti-parallel run in the opposite direction. So sugar, phosphate, sugar chain is there in the backbone. Sugar is there. Nucleotide structures, I think so. I'm thinking you know very well about nucleotide structure. Sugar, phosphate, sugar chain. Adenine always bind with thymine. Cytosine always bind with guanine. This Chargaff's rule. Purines always bind with pyrimidines. In between the adenine and thymine, 2 hydrogen bonds. In between cytosine and guanine, 3 hydrogen bonds. The pitch will be 34 angstroms. Base pair between the base pair is 3.4 angstroms. These are the characters of bDNA. Based upon molecular weight, the turn of helix, the number of DNAs are there, like aDNA, zDNA, like that. So dynamic state of body constant concept of metabolism. See, all metabolism turnover. What is the meaning of turnover? Simple definition. It will be one molecule, one biomolecule will be change into another form, or it will produce a new form. So changing from one form to another form, one molecule to another molecule, like that. That is called turning over. This kind of turnover will be there in the living organisms. So this kind of turnover is helpful for the metabolic reactions, metabolism. Some catalyzed reactions, enzymatic reactions, fastest reactions. Okay. So life compulsory shows the simple to complex, complex to simple. Simple materials produce complex materials, complex material produce convert into simple materials. That is called anabolism and catabolism. This together are called metabolism. So in the life compulsory metabolism should have to take place. Otherwise there will be problems. Living state always, how can you say, non-equilibrium steady state to be able to perform work. Non-equilibrium, equilibrium, death. Non-equilibrium condition only there is a living state, life will be at. So enzymes important. See, CO2, H2O, H2CO3, carbonic anhydrase. You suppose without carbonic anhydrase, 1 hour 200 H2CO3. But 1 second 6 lakhs of what you called H2CO3 will be found. That much powerful the enzymes are.